Welcome to The Forgotten, and today we're looking at a game that I think it's fair to say, many didn't know existed. And even if I had heard of it, I probably still wouldn't have heard about it. Now, you may be asking, possibly in a relative fashion, what? What do you mean The Revenge of Shinobi is forgotten? The Revenge of Shinobi forgotten? Yes, we are talking about The Revenge of Shinobi. No, we are not talking about this, The Revenge of Shinobi that you are seeing here. This is just a goof for the ha-has, and because if you hear the name, this is what 99.9% of people that recognize that string of words will think of. What we are here to talk about today is The Revenge of Shinobi, but for the Game Boy Advance. You heard me. Developed by 3D6 Games and published by... Okay, Wikipedia prioritizes THQ with publishing duties, so I guess they went and pitched it to Sega. I don't know. This game's existence just confuses me. It's The Revenge of Shinobi, but it is not The Revenge of Shinobi. It's the Sega IP, but it's developed by 3D6 Games. It's published in Europe by Sega, but it's published by what I'm assuming to be the actual publisher THQ in the US. If you see this box, you'll probably think one of two things. It's a GBA remake / port of The Revenge of Shinobi, or it's a dodgy knockoff from a relatively big publisher. Anyway, it's an officially licensed dodgy knockoff, as a quick glance towards Metacritic shows. Good times ahead for me. Yay! I can back and pick 'em, can't I? Well, in saying that, I can't go any worse than the last time I played a Forgotten Ninja game. Well, let's hope anyway. Okay, first things first. What's with the apple? Not much else to say about it, it's just it's a very okay, sure, choice. Well, whatever, let's get on with it. Ah, I see. Oh, we're going straight into it. I think not even enough time to change the music. We get the plot set up from this, judging by his portrait, very trustworthy individual. Basically, there was a right fecker destroying everything. But then 5 shoguns joined together and imprisoned him in 5 swords of an elemental nature, which in turn undiddled the shoguns to create a framing device for video game progression. And only a ninja can stop them. Apparently. We seal this tired exposition off with a title card and must make our way to the Swamplands. Sexy. Now, let's start with the repulsive elephant and the slash objects to release part of... You couldn't trust me to figure that one out by me. Whatever. As I was saying, there is an immediate concern in Revenge of Shinobi. That reared its head back at the plot setup. Good God! Pushed up in the slope's direction at the base of the slope to seriously? No trust! The game is bloody ugly. It's a horrible, blurry mess. Before you even gaze at the environments, crouch and hold down to look down. For the game! Let's just go to the contained segment. Shinobi, as in you, is a nigh indiscernible blurry blue blob with a hideous garish red sash / belt doodah. Our mission giver, don't know why no one has said his name yet, is a disaster. The colour choices, a slightly off looking scale, and his wee nipple hat. Enemies tend to fare better, though they are certainly still quite blurry. Animation wise, it all looks rather stiff. Something about it reminds me of 3D models turned 2D sprites, as you'd see in the likes of the original Killer Instincts or Donkey Kong Country, except if you took those and doodled over them in paint. It's all quite ugly in both appearance and how it generally makes the game feel. The environments are, once more, a bit blurry. Nowhere near as bad as the characters, granted. The problem with the environments is how remarkably unimpressive they look. Question, do you like this house? I fucking hope so, because this is it. Well, no, let's be fair, that's not completely true. You get this lumber layer or this thing. Good God, look at the floor. It doesn't matter where you are, in the swamplands or in what looks to be a desert, you are ever dwelling in a wooden wonderland or this thing. A note from editing. Something I wasn't anticipating, as why would I, because I've been doing this for over a year, never had any problem with it before, but no! Revenge of Shinobi is here to add a whole new facet to the editing process, as I am actually finding it weirdly hard to actually do any editing. Why? Because this game is so goddamn boring to look at. It is so... Now I realize I'm just adding to this whole fucking endeavor, but so I don't know what I'm going to put on here instead of me hooking through more fucking footage. I don't know. Here's a fucking ninja dog. I don't know. Yeah, woof woof indeed. Everything is taking me longer. I have never been so bored in editing than I have with this game. I am poking through footage, trying to find something that says, well, we're in this here gameplay section here, we need to put on something, what do I do? I'll get some levels here and here, and when I go through, all I see is wooden houses everywhere. Skip forward, what do I see? I see a straight line hitting an enemy and it falls over. I fucking go forward, what do I see? A wooden fucking house. I go forward to basically where I left off, but we're not there yet, but you're going to see it, which is the last areas of the game. Wooden houses! This game just continues to be a bore to behold, even... Oh dear. Just carry on, isn't it? I need to get this out of my system, just... Bollocks. Wait, what's it? Oh, you don't tutorialize fucking ledge grabbing, but you tutorialize hitting barrels in the sand on a slope. Sure, maybe we're just done with tutorials or something. What? Oh, nice and generic. Wouldn't want to drain the bank on unique text for each spell now, would we? Ah yes, the familiar clinking sounds of wood on wood. An enemy! It's only taken, what, 8 minutes? Well, better than ever. Bring it! Oh. Alright, I guess this is the end of the level. Wait, what? Ah, a new enemy type, and what do you... Aye. Oh, another new one. I'm starting to notice a pattern here. Just musically walking from left to right, bopping people with a sword to fire to care in the world. Ah! He might fire the ghost at me. Away with you! Oh, a devious puzzle indeed. A mini boss? Alright. Okay, so if I just kind of walk around here and just hit, oh, the back of it. Just do this, okay? This is it. Well, victory roll. Thunderwoods. This sounds exciting. Fuck's sake, it's the same piss of music. And the bloody dirt sounds like wood. Wait. Upon recollection, everything sounds like wood, except the wooden gate. A note from editing. There was a sound section here, but I cut it. Why? Because I couldn't think of anything interesting to say, because there's nothing interesting to say. In fact, it is quite terrible. This music is obscenely repetitive, is very few in number, and the sound effect use is terrible. And by terrible, I mean the sound effects don't really apply to everything, as you saw there. Wood equals cement, apparently. Wooden gate equals mechanicals. And also, sometimes there's just an absence of sound. I'm not going to tell you where it is. I'm not going to show you where it is. You will see it in time. Keep an eye out for it, or an ear out for it, or something. Onwards. Feckin' fart ghost. You know what? I think we should talk about the combat and general gameplay of Shinobi, but let's wait for the first proper boss. Let's give the game some time to breathe. What's the? It's the last puzzle, but in reverse. Brilliant. Simply brilliant. And now we see the second most effective enemy so far, a branch. Also, I guess this is how Thunderwoods got its name, with sudden, singular bolts of lightning, with no thunder, ever. Okay, here we go. First boss, let's go. Come on. Boy, that was fucking what? Why, Apple, where are you keeping those? Why are you keeping those? Why, upon slaying a tragic figure, a hero that has become corrupted through saving countless lives, is your first instinct to pull out a fucking apple, lob it skywards, cut it, and then scream, "Hee-haw! The hell?" we return the first Diddlin sword to our trustworthy task assigner, and get on our way to the second. Ah, I finally see through your devious machinations, game. You lull me into awakened slumber so that I am susceptible to even the most glaringly blatant traps. How clever. It's like whack-a-mole, but if the moles were somehow both less surprising and less threatening. Oh, ah! Oh no! Bad, 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 bad! Magic, go! What the that's it! I don't know what's going on, but everyone on the way to the second Shogun just loves to jump. I could montage it with a humorous track, but I'll just get a copyright claim. That's right. You won't get me twice, Tiny Tom, you little bastard! I can't count on Warner Brothers not getting me again though, like dodging copyright claims at that level is like playing Ikaruga without bullet absorption. Oh no, 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 oh no! Whoa. Oh, wait, a ladder? Oh boy, that's an animation and a half. Oh, you sneaky scoundrel! Living the dream. Right, gameplay. What is there to say other than not a lot, and yet simultaneously too much? My first instinct would be to call it one note, and once my relaying of it is done, you would probably say that that is indeed the case. However, as I was about to say, I realised that I couldn't, as to call it one note would imply some degree of fullness or success in said note. That's not to say that the gameplay is terrible or broken, it's a big pile of nothing that feels bad. It doesn't feel so bad that it makes playing the game unpleasant, it's just off. Movement doesn't feel good, be it walking, running or jumping. Crouching has this weird delay to it, and maybe it's just me, but crouch being a toggle on a side scroller has never felt good. I understand that they made it this way because they wanted the game to feature a roll, but it's simply not worth it, because guess what? The roll sucks too. There's a big startup on it, it's slow, it covers no ground, and it takes an eternity before you can do it again. I don't really have to mention the sword swinging, you saw that in the boss fight. It's plodding, it takes ages for the swing to complete, it takes ages to swing again, and it doesn't matter if you're standing or crouching. Also, when you use doors, the game maintains the area that you are leaving perfectly. Yes, everything. Ah, balls. What do you want from me? I should also take the time to note that this is a game that utilises a lives/password system, and if you die, it doesn't tell you your password. You can only find it in the pause menu, so that's nice. What's that, bonny lad? Ah, wee man. Hey, have you checked on Shinobi's animations yet? Not yet. I'm still working on my tongue. Well, could you shift over for a second? The whinger won't stop about it. Alright. Hey, we're going up to the final build. Things wrapping up? Yeah, it shouldn't be too long. 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 What? Nothing. Oh, think. For the love of God, think. The backing up animation is just the forward one reversed. What the hell? Oh, I thought with the poetic remark we were done. Guess not. Oh dear. That'll help? Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, god damn it. Alright, boss 2, here we go. I'm sure it has to go better than the first. Or not. Look, I know that I said I would talk about combat at boss 2, but I want a proper fight. So okay, you know what, boss 3. That's it. That is the game's last chance. The second sword of Diddlin has been sent home, and why we are doing this is a real puzzler. Like, what? Why? Why would you take and place soul corrupting swords in one location and give them all to one man? You know, I'm starting to think this game might be a bit bollocks. Right? To left? Madness. How's the one get away? Wait, a bridge? This is different. I'm scared. Level design. It can work hand in hand with gameplay to make up for the gameplay's shortcomings and vice versa. Basic is how I most favourably describe the level design of The Revenge of Shinobi. The concepts of an action platformer are here, but are used in the most box-ticking fashion. Okay, we need action, so that means fighting. So here's an enemy. That was nice, wasn't it? Right, that's done. On to the platforming. To platforming is to jump. So, jump. Yeah. Oh, I'm on a roll. Oh, what if action and platforming? Yeah, jump with an enemy immediately after. Yeah, yes. That's 2 + 2 equals genius, my friend. Yeah. Practically every level in the first 2 chapters, we'll call them chapters, basically each Shogun's collection of levels, is a nigh identical structure. You start on the left and half-heartedly slump your way to the exit on the right, bypassing whatever is in the way in these dull, barren straight lines. But to stop you from simply running from level to level, they have these wooden gates of forced engagement. The funny thing about these gates is that due to the way the game functions, you can reach the gate before it actually opens. So you have to stand there like the dumbass that you are and dwell on the decisions that let you be in here. And of course, to break up the thrilling exploration, you have puzzles, and by puzzles I mean puzzle. This was it. This is all that I found, one puzzle. In a way, these levels feel like the framework for levels, and were to be iterated upon and filled out, but just never were. This all changed. I was going to say this all changes in the 3rd chapter, but you know, that's too drastic. It evolved. No. The 3rd chapter differs from the previous 2 by actually trying to do something, which is immediately evident in the 1st level. First we're going from right to left, now it's a bridge getting our progress. And as per usual, it's held back until the required lever is pulled. But, oh dear viewer, the lever is not so easily accessible, for the bulging houses it is locked. So you must explore these tree-based platforms for the key. As you have undoubtedly guessed, it ain't particularly enthralling. Just take the usual straight line, chop it up, and stack it. The following level is more platforming focused, with slippery rocks and a waterfall and people prying boulders for all eternity. This is also where you get a double jump for more platforming antics. And in the 3rd level there's even a secret cave, isn't that lovely? Are these levels any good? God no, they're still immensely bland, but at least I don't feel like I'm trying to stave off a coma when I'm playing them. And it really makes me cast a quizzical glance towards the first 2 chapters of the game. Were these levels incomplete, or were they shoved in to pad the game out? Who knows, and truth be told, who cares? Me. That's the answer, me. Because I'm fucking stupid like that. Good God, this game is an eyesore. Like, seriously, my eyes are actually feeling strained from looking at this. It's hell. It's hell. Game, you have made 0 attempts at trying to tell a fucking story so far. You cannot suddenly fucking come in with this big dramatic moment of, no, not my childhood friend, don't be the evil in that. It's too late. Well, I guess not much else to do but victory roll! Oh, no, victory roll's done. No more victory roll. Victory roll's been corrupted. No, move on, let's move on. I guess in a way it's admirable to have something so unquestionably important, so dear, that not only could you say that you were willing to die for it, but also follow through with it when the time comes. glasses and magic. You have found a map to the Forbidden City? Location has been added to your map. Well, I'm feckin' awake now! Alright, city. Why are you so forbidden? What? First person? That's not a city! It's a building and 2 bridges! Ooh, lovely hands. Oh, it's a sort of shooter thingy. Novel? Feels like ass, though at this point I'm actually quite generally accepting of that. Alright, let's try that one again. I wonder. Expected, but you know, you still got further than you would hope. Alright, no more of this. Okay, boss 3, let's go! To the left, what's over here? Oh, hello! Oh, is this... Hey, you get! Is he coming back? Birds! Are they supposed to do something? I'm sorry to say this, but I don't think this fight is very good. What the hell was that? Combat is a crap sword swing, a shuriken, and some useless magic, and you use these against some of the most brain-dead enemies I've encountered in a game for a while, with the most deadly opponent being a mouth-based fart ghost, which is dangerous due to the manner in which it spawns, and the tree branch. Enemies just generally stand around and take hits. If you get your spacing and timing down, you can't do a damn thing about it. Doesn't matter if they're a lowly zombie, a mini-boss, or even one of the big bad shoguns. The second boss moves around a bit more, yes, but even then, the game is remarkably easy, which just makes an already tedious affair even more so, which can lead you becoming increasingly complacent, which leads to you getting killed. That said, the idea of playing a challenging game with these controls and combat system isn't exactly a desirable one either, and as we've seen up to this point, bosses fare no better, with the first and second seemingly being accepting of their inevitable deaths and simply walking towards it. The third boss only puts up the closest thing to a fight due to 2 things. 1. After receiving a certain amount of damage, he has to run away to send in the birds. And 2. The important one. He has the ability to give you the middle finger, tank the hit, and just smack you after, cause the hell with consistency. And like a fart in the wind goes he. The third Piston sword is handed over to insert name here, and we set off for the 4th, except we don't, because I am fed up with this vacuous tripe. People tell me that I get worked up over nothing. Well, I guess in this case, they're bloody right. The Revenge of Shinobi is a nothing game. It is as creative as its choice's name. It is a game made on a factory line. I am struggling to find anything here to tell me that anyone involved had a slither of creativity and or passion for their job. The visuals are solely competent, bereft of anything resembling artistic worth outside of technicality. The music is predictable, dull, few in number, and makes an already tiring experience more so. The level design boring, the controls meh, the combat brain dead. This is a game that I can confidently say meets all the technical requirements to be a game that can be released, and that is all. I mentioned when talking about the level design that the levels felt like the most basic versions of a level yet to be iterated upon, and really, the rest of the game feels the same. I feel like I'm playing a thoroughly bug-tested alpha. If I was told that this was shipped after like 3 or 4 months of development on the shortest shoestring of a budget, I wouldn't be surprised. In short, The Revenge of Shinobi is the equivalent of plain water porridge. It's there, it works, you will feel nothing, you will remember nothing except its name, and that is because it also belongs to something worthwhile. And it's only because of that name that anyone will ever, should ever, acknowledge its existence. And even then, I don't even know if it's worth that. What I'm saying is it's not worth remembering. I really didn't say that. You probably could have gathered. So whoever you are, wherever you may be, may you have a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, or indeed, night. Thank you for watching. Don't play this Revenge of Shinobi. Play the other one, the good one. It's a hard as hell game for seemingly no reason. I'm terrible at it, but you know, it's cool at least. The music's interesting, it looks nice, whatever. Goodbye. Oh, who could have saw this one coming? Yes, I kept playing. Don't you judge me. Wait, what? Oh, you're not dead after you sacrificed yourself. Well, fair enough. Hooray! Are you so useless? She can't be stopped. She fights. She's, I'm going to stop you. You kill her. Turns out you didn't kill her. I'm going to stop you from getting any further. Breaks the bridge. You double jump over. She comes back. Immediately take it down. Zhang the Unstoppable. No one can keep her down if she can't keep herself up.